Bridge and Ottawa.
Get immediate storm alerts. Download the Local 3 weather app now.
You know, we talk an awful lot here on 3+U about the benefits that pets can bring to your lives on a regular basis. We have the Pet Placement Center here, the Humane Society, Doctors Jim and Randy Hammond at Northgate Animal Hospital. We are loving dogs and cats on this show, but this morning we're taking a little bit of a different spin. Going to let you know how you can take the dog that you love and let other people love on him or her as well. Larry Grogan is here. He is the author of a book called A Tale of Love and an ardent pet lover himself. He has brought with him Kathy Mendel, who has a organization here called Love on a Leash, and you can't see him yet, but at her feet is a beautiful dog named Obi, who is, Larry, a pet therapy dog.
That's correct.
And that's the whole reason you've written the book, is to encourage people to consider letting their beloved pet become a pet therapy dog and sharing the love.
That's exactly right. You know, for 8 years, my dog Scrappy and I were a pet therapy team at a children's hospital. And so pet therapy is such a compassionate form of philanthropy because you get to share your animal with people that want to love on your animal as well. And so it really becomes a two-way street. The patient gets the ability to forget some of the pain and difficulty that they're in, but at the same time the dog is taking that and making that individual feel so much better.
You know, one of the things that we saw during COVID was the explosion in pet adoptions. People were home, all of a sudden they thought, okay, I can do this. Or if they were already a pet owner, they then began to have some guilt about going back into work and leaving their pet all day long. The bonding experience of owner and animal can't be overstated. And this is a good way to facilitate that bonding too, isn't it?
It is, and really the purpose of the book was to share a little bit about pet therapy with our readers, but also just to let people know that our animals have the ability to educate us as well. And these are life lessons that we can incorporate for ourselves, but really to get involved in your community through pet therapy is just a great way to give back.
So I want to bring Kathy into the conversation because I have a golden retriever at my house, and my younger daughter has long talked about the benefits of maybe having Maddie become a pet therapy dog, but it seems to me like it would be a very daunting process to go through, Kathy. Is it difficult to get certified?
It is not. Surprisingly, it's your basic commands, and a lot has to do with the temperament of your dog. This is not a service dog where they need intense training, just basics, and it's a lot of it is just plain old teamwork between the two of you.
Well, talk about the temperament of Obi down there at your feet, because pretty much from the minute you walked in, that's where he wanted to be.
Yes, this is Obi. I've never had a dog this calm before, and he is just awesome in any situation. I mean, children can go up and actually, I don't condone it, but they can hug him. I mean, and this needs to be done with pet therapy, definitely.
Okay, so at Love on a Leash, what you do is you don't do the training per se, but you're a resource to help people know where they can go to get it. Is that right?
Exactly, yes. They can get in touch with me and we can lead them through the process. We do not train, we evaluate.
So here's what's fun. To me, looking at Obi, when I think of a pet therapy dog, in fairness, that's kind of the image I get, this docile, big, fluffy thing to hug, right? But then your little Scrappy was just that. She was what, 5 pounds?
She was 5 pounds. She sat on my arm, and she had all 4 paws in the palm of my hands, and that's how we got around, because if she was on the floor, the kids would never see her.
Right.
So this was just a great way for them to get the attention.
You know, you do not have a veterinarian background. You're a financial advisor, right?
Correct.
So you moved from upstate New York to Johnson City?
Correct.
With your beloved Scrappy,
Yeah.
and thought, well, let's put her to good use. Did you watch her personality change once you began to take her to the hospital? Did she love it?
That's a great point, because that's exactly what happened. She loved going to the hospital. She knew as soon as we made a right-hand turn
Really?
exactly where we were, and she would get so excited. She'd be jumping up and down on my lap as I was trying to park the car, but I would get there early to give her time to kind of calm down.
Right.
Because that's one of the important things about a therapy dog, is that, like Obi, you need to be calm and you need to be relaxed, because they're going to be in environments that are unusual.
Right.
Different sounds, different atmosphere.
So you can see, and if you've ever been in a hospital setting with your child, or even adults sometimes, they bring pet therapy dogs in and you see how excited everyone gets. There aren't enough of them though to go around. So one of the things you're wanting to do is encourage people to take those steps. And it's not always just a hospital setting, right? You mentioned kids going back to school. If schools will permit it, that would be a great thing.
Absolutely. We need more people to take their animals, get them trained, get them certified, because the medical benefits of pet therapy are just enormous, particularly as it relates to mental health. Because it reduces stress, reduces anxiety, lowers blood pressure, your heart rate, and this has all been medically documented. So if we can incorporate pet therapy into our school systems, just imagine if your child getting off the school bus.
Right.
And the first thing that they get to see is a pet therapy dog. They become relaxed themselves, and it puts them in a mental frame to begin the learning process.
So would you say that if someone's watching and you've piqued their interest, would a good starting point be to look up your book? Do you find your story in here, right?
You're going to learn about some of the stories associated with pet therapy, but on our website, ataleoflove.com, T-A-I-L, we have a resource tab, and so it identifies organizations like Love on a Leash that can help you get involved in pet therapy and do the training and certification that's necessary.
Well, we are counting this morning on the fact that Obi is going to quit taking a nap and get up, because there are a lot of people here who are wanting to love on him too while he's here and give him a big old bear hug. But if you're looking for this information, look, he got up. Good boy. Oh, can I tell the story about his eye real fast?
You
or
sure
can you tell it?
Well, I had a little boy with great imagination. His name is actually Obi-Wan Kenobi, and his blue eye is his lightsaber, I've been told.
How cute is that? Okay, so loveonaleash.org is how you can get in touch with Kathy and her organization. The phone number 505-8443. If you want to go to ataleoflove.com, that will put you in touch with all of Larry's information to share. You can also find out how to get the book. It's available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble and everywhere you would expect.
Correct.
But he's here to be a resource and to help you spread the joy of your pet with other people. Thank you for the smile.
Thank you.
Show us your mug, and you could win one of our new Local 3 mugs, plus a delicious ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. Just email your photo to showusyourmug@local3news.com. Watch for our winner each weekday morning on